Hello friends, today I am going to demo you the AI Center out of the box model, which is question and answering. I'll use this model to solve a reading comprehension, and so I will first navigate to AI Center. As you can see, I have opened my orchestrator, cloud orchestrator, navigating to the AI Center. Here I'll click on create project. I'll just give name as reading comprehension, and let me just, so here I'll go to ML packages, and I'll use out of the box question answering model. So if you see under language comprehension, question answering, you can see question answering model. I'll select this. So there is only one. I am taking the version 1. Then I'll give the package name, or I'll just give the full name. I'll click on submit. I will click on create new. This is the name, so let's say the name which we want to give, which would be visible in the UiPath Studio, RC and question answering. I'll select the package reading comprehension question answer, the one which I did in ML packages. So I'll select the particular versions, and I'll just, so I don't have GPU, so, and you can select like in a 1 week's time, so let's keep it default only. We'll click on create. So it's right now, you can see it's deploying. So I'm going to pause the video, but once it's been deployed, I will show you. So if you see the model, our ML skill is right now being available. So you can see RC underscore question answer is now available, status is available. So we can now use it inside our UiPath Studio. And prior to that, what I wanted to show you was something like what is the model, what is the input to the model, and what is the output of the model. So here we have taken out of the box question answering model, and if you see the input here, if you see it's a JSON string, where if you see there are two keys, one is paragraph and the corresponding, like what is the paragraph, and the question like which year did Lincoln pass away. And if you see the output is also a JSON, which is giving where the key is the answer. So we'll try to put this thing in action. And so another important thing is, meanwhile I installed the certain important packages. So one of the most important packages to use ML skills inside Studio is UiPath.ml services.activities. And since, as I showed you, the input is also a JSON and the output is also a JSON. So to pass the JSON, we are using this UiPath.web-api.activities. And apart from that, since I had to do certain things related to dictionary, so I have added two more activities. One is workflow manager activities, and another is the Microsoft.activities.extension. So I'll probably show you what is the use of the package Microsoft activities.extension. So here we'll get a activity where we can add to a dictionary a key value pair. So let's start. So actually the first thing I'll create I'll just create a dictionary, as I told you, which would be we would convert it into a JSON string, and which would be input to our model. So I'm just giving a name as question answer, and this is of type where the key and value pair both are of type string. And so I was telling you there's something as add to dictionary, and this activity. So if you install those packages, Microsoft activities extension, that package which I showed you, if you install that, you would see those activities. So here the key is also a string and the value is also a string. And if you see the dictionary which I have created as question answers dict, what is the key? If you see, as per there are two keys, one is paragraph and another one is question. So I will first try to create and so I have actually I have created a passage like it's about Madam Query. She, if you see Madam Query, she discovered radium, and it's about her. Like Marie Curie was one of the most accomplished scientists in history, and it's about her together with her husband. She discovered radium, uh, and and there are other things. And then probably like Marie Curie was born in 1867 in Warsaw, Poland, and she got like Nobel Prize for isolating radium in 1911. So we'll try to find answer to these questions. So I'll probably show you. So if you can see, I've just given you a brief. I'll brief about the passage, like it's about Madame Curie, and what she discovered is radium, and which year she was born is like 1867 in Poland, and 1911 she got a Nobel Prize. So we'll try to answer these three questions from this passage. So let me go to the studio and let's read text file. So I'll read this text file. And I'll store it in the output. I'll passage, I'll just give the name, and this text content has been passed as a. So here the dictionary will have paragraph as a key, and the what is the value for that key would be the content of the passage. Then again I have to do for questions. So add to dictionary. My dictionary is of type string, key value both are string, and sorry, and like let's what Curie discovered. So she discovered radium. Let's see what all let's see the response. And now I'll convert it into a so this is a dictionary, question answer dictionary. I have to convert it into a JSON string. So for that I'll put it as input JSON to the model. And so newtonsoft.json convert serialize object. So here you should pass a dictionary. So nothing to get overwhelmed by this thing. You can go to UiPath forums and you could search like how to convert a dictionary into a JSON string, and you will probably find this thing. And if you see now this is the input JSON. And so the most important thing once you install that ML services, you will have something ML skills. you drag and drop this. And if your ML skill is like, as I told you, if it's available, if the status is available, you would see something with this name, RC underscore question answer. So here we'll search, let's see, RC underscore question answer. If there are 2-3 models, you would, in the drop down list you will see those 2-3 available models. And my input JSON, and let's create a output response, which is again would be a JSON. So let's do write line and see what is the output JSON. And since we know we can convert it, since it's a JSON, we can use deserialize. So let's see the JSON response, and we'll deserialize it also. So let's make it to a dictionary itself, and I'll just give the JSON string, which is output JSON. If you see, I've converted into a dictionary, and once it is there in the dictionary, we'll call the here the, if you see, the output is as I showed you, the output is a JSON response where the key is answer. So if you see, key is answer, so I'm converting it into a dictionary, and I'll just say as control K output dict, and I'll do one more write line, and I can say here, since it is converted into dictionary, so let's run the flow and see the output. So let me just quickly recap prior to running. So I have created a dictionary which had 2 keys, one is paragraph and one is the question, and then we have converted into a JSON string. We pass it as a to the model, and the output we get again is a JSON. We deserialize it into a dictionary. If you see, it's a dictionary we deserialize, and then that dictionary, what is the key? The answer. So we'll retrieve the answer here. Let me run the flow now. So let's see the output. So if you see, the answer is radium, and so if you see, this is the response, and here after deserializing it to dictionary, I am able to extract. So let's see, let's try answering another question. So instead of what query Madam Curie discovered, I'll say where she was, like where Madam Curie was born. So as we know, it's a Warsaw in Poland. So let's see what answer it returns. Let me run the so if you see, it is again if you see, it says Warsaw, Poland. So This way also you can see it is we are able to answer this question also. Let's ask another question. Like, as we know, like 1911 she got a Nobel Prize. So let's see which year Madam Curie got Nobel Prize. And just for convenience, let me just log or do a right line of the passage also, so you guys can easily evaluate the answers. And so the question is, which year Curie got Nobel Prize? Let's see if it's able to answer this one also. Oh, I ran it in debug, no worries, I'll just let me just run this. So if you see, the passage here was in 1911 she received the Nobel Prize in chemistry for isolating the radium. So here correct the output response. So we asked for which year she got the Nobel Prize, and the answer is 1911, which is again correct. So I hope you would have find this model as interesting and you like the use case. Thank you so much for your time.